Hey everybody, I'm SpectralStar, and welcome back to a new Death Battle Day. Oh man, we got a new season. We got the second fight. The first fight was bananas. It was awesome. It was so good. This fight, oh man, it's looking great. And it's an extremely thick magical chick battle. Yeah. Wow. What a concept. I mean, lovely ladies fighting each other, wearing really cool revealing outfits. Who would have thought that? That's amazing. If only I was like a kid growing up in the 80s or the 90s when these comic books were coming out. I'd be having a blast. No phone, no internet. Actually, yeah, 90s we had internet. Not very much though. But anyways, okay. Let's go ahead and get into this fight. I don't know anything about Zatanna. I don't know anything that much about Scarlet Witch. I know that she is probably one of the most powerful Marvel Comics characters ever. And Zatanna, I know that she hangs around John Constantine a little bit. That could just be the movies or the animated movies that I've watched that are excellent, by the way, with Zatanna in them. But okay, I'm going to root for Zatanna. Reason being, I love the character's design so much more than Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is cool, but I just feel like Zatanna's magician outfit and the hat and, you know, of course, the lovely right here. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not going to explain it any farther than that. If you don't know, well, I think you do know. Surely you do. If you don't, you're playing coy. Come on, you're playing coy. All right, let's go ahead and start this bad boy off.
The Scarlet Witch, Marvel's Crimson Queen of Chaos.
Zatanna, DC's magnificent mistress of magic.
There are those
I feel like that's a horrible image of Zatanna.
to reshape creation to their whim.
And also,
And there are those who just like to put on a
no
hell of a show. Either way,
vaboom.
don't mess with them if you know
We need the
what's good for you.
vaboom.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills. to
There we
find out
go.
Who would win a death battle?
okay.
Though we may drift day by day in a world seemingly concrete.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
eternal,
Scarlet
the
Witch is gonna
fabric
win
of
this.
reality
Just
is,
saying.
in fact, more delicate than we might dare to wonder. Imagine every single iota of it, every star, galaxy, universe, all within the grasp of a single mortal woman to control at her whim.
I still need to watch
Imagine the danger we're all in if you
WandaVision.
piss her off.
We don't have to, because her name is Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. As a kid, she and her brother Pietro were poor Romani, who
Quicksilver.
were lucky enough to be turned into super-powered freaks by the High Evolutionary.
Unable to control her apparently
Twin
new magical
sister.
abilities,
Okay,
it wasn't
didn't know
long
that.
before Wanda lost control and was branded a witch.
Until who would show up but the mutant master of magnetism himself, Magneto. Definitely giving off some big dad energy.
Not a
there.
mutant.
So
What?
to return Magneto's kindness, she and Pietro joined his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Great name there, Magneto. Solid branding.
And it wasn't long before she traded her supervillain creds for a membership with the Avengers, which might have been a bit too much for poor Wanda because she definitely drew the superpower short stick.
By waving her hands, Wanda
That
could
outfit.
create small random events known as
Just-
hexes, subtly altering
It's
the
old school
probability
though.
of
I guess
any
back
event
then it was
happening.
like
That's a cool way of saying
The cat's
you could do, like,
pajamas, you
one
know.
magic-y thing
She's
for
like in a
fight
mech
and then
suit.
Totally useless. An energy blast here, some telekinesis there, a force field if she's feeling frisky. Not exactly the same oomph as, say, the God of Thunder or the Jolly Green Worldbreaker.
But something
What?
strange was happening. Over time, her hexes increased in breadth and power, as if there was more to Wanda's powers than met the eye. She learned to slow and stop time, drain and absorb energy, duplicate herself and others, teleport to different dimensions, and even strip others of their powers entirely.
It was almost as if there was more to Wanda than just being some random science experiment. Let's ask our resident
Oh.
expert on the deepest trenches of character history.
That's why she's not a mutant.
Jocelyn, if you will.
In reality,
Oh,
Wanda's
hey, it's
powers weren't
Jocelyn.
entirely the result of the High Evolutionary, nor was she the mutant daughter of Magneto, as he's claimed. Her powers weren't just some simple hexes. She might as well have been a god. Until now, she had merely been dipping her toes into the vast ocean known as chaos magic. Though her powers may have seemed to be the byproduct of science, they were in reality the gift of the Lovecraftian elder god Cthon, who attempted to
Really?
turn Wanda into his
Okay.
future vessel.
I am
Me of my summers
extremely
by the
intrigued
sea with all
now.
the Yogg-Sothoth.
In time, Wanda discovered she could alter the probability of anything she could think of, turning a mathematical impossibility into an absolute certainty, and vice versa. Wanda's powers kept growing and growing, turning her into a being strong enough to rival even the mightiest of gods. Like,
Yeah.
literally, Wanda's chaos magic is counterpart to the Phoenix Force, the embodiment
Wow.
of cosmic order. You know,
The
that fiery
counterpart?
space chicken that can destroy the universe?
Space
Wanda
chicken.
fought it, and even briefly erased it from existence.
At her
Good
height,
God.
the Scarlet Witch achieved total control over energy, the weather, the elements, your mind, your body, your soul, all of time, all of matter, and all of reality. She can wipe you from existence with a thought and rend the very fabric of the universe as though it
So
were
she's basically the
She
animator.
isn't even limited to chaos magic either. They might not have been
Of a
what
comic
made
book.
her a god, but the High Evolutionary's experiments did make her more receptive to channeling magical energy. Oh, maybe that's why Mama Boomstick always warned me about redheads.
She's so receptive, in fact, that Wanda is the lone nexus being of the 616 reality, a focal point for the universe.
That's a nice outfit right there.
And one that belongs equally to all other timelines.
It's no wonder she was considered a candidate for Sorcerer Supreme. I mean, shit, why wasn't she? She might as well be a walking, talking infinity gauntlet.
Well, she may have the power of a god, but she's still stuck with a human's body that can be overpowered by physically stronger foes. Though, she also survived being shot with a black matter bullet capable of, and I quote, world-shattering energy. So there's that.
She
What?
does technically need to be able to think of a spell in order to get it to
I can't even
happen,
wrap my
so
head
she
around that.
could theoretically be blitzed, but she's also blocked Thor's galaxy-crossing hammer, kept up with dudes like X-Man who can fight within plank time, and even amp her own speed beyond the concept of speed herself.
Despite being far and away the mightiest among Earth's mightiest heroes, Wanda resented
Wow.
the pressure of her incredible power. She actually wanted a quiet life as a wife and a mother.
But because no one in comics is allowed to have a happily ever after, that life was taken from her by literal Satan. Not the last time he do this too. Wanda snapped and she took the
Fucking
multiverse
Satan.
By
It's
tapping
always
into an
Satan.
inconceivable and unknowable
Get to
pool
church,
of energy
y'all.
known as
Get to
the multiverse,
church.
Wanda rewrote all of reality, creating a new universe where life was just how she wanted it.
No matter whose lives she had to change, in this House of M, she had her family back, but at the cost of her sanity.
And it wasn't long before it all came crashing down around her. Once her family and friends discovered the lie of their new lives and turned against her, she uttered 3 fateful words and erased nearly all of mutant kind. No more mutants.
Good
Wanda
God.
weaved her magic throughout all of existence, created cracks across reality which spread throughout the omniverse, and threatened to annihilate all of creation, the entirety of Marvel's infinite cosmology.
Holy
Everything
shit.
that ever was.
Shit got dark, and while Wanda has worked to keep her powers in check since then, that threat is always there. But honestly, that sounds more like a problem for anyone who's stupid enough to get in her way.
Both a blessing and a
All
curse,
mutant kind?
a help and a hex. Such is the true power of the Scarlet Witch.
Just one bad day, and she's like, no more
all,
anything.
Come
And
all to see the magnificent Zatanna Zatara. For never was there a greater professor of prestidigital performance.
AKA magic! Except Zatanna's spells aren't just smoke and mirrors, they're the real deal, so you're really getting your money's
oh
worth.
God.
She learned everything she knew from her father, Giovanni Zatara, who put his powers to good use as one of DC's very first superheroes.
Hey,
No
Dr.
joke,
Fate.
He's the guy who taught Batman everything he knows about escape artistry.
Really?
He debuted the same issue as Superman, and the young Zatanna was more than happy to serve as his assistant, learning everything he knew about the cutthroat
Dude.
world of entertainment. Oh, and cape shit too, but the former is way worse.
She inherited her father's incredible mystical abilities as well. Essentially, anything Zatanna thinks of, she can make real. And she focuses this absurdly powerful ability by speaking her desired effect backwards. Her father based this technique on the
Okay.
diaries of Leonardo da Vinci, who some theorize wrote backwards in order to hide his ideas from the repressive medieval Catholic Church.
Or
Spanish
because he
Inquisition.
was left-handed.
that's another theory. If you hate fun.
And Zatanna's
Really?
apparently big-brained enough that she has no problem speaking backwards at the drop of a hat. Like when this one dude kept reversing time in the middle of her sentences. She started speaking in palindromes so that she'd still be speaking backwards no matter what. I mean, you know what they say, Wiz? Go hang a salami. I'm a lasagna hug.
With her
What
magic,
the
Zatanna has bent the laws of reality to her whims. She's transmuted matter on an atomic
my
level,
God.
teleported across dimensions, commanded the elements, turned invisible, removed powers, cast illusions, read and controlled minds, traveled through and stopped time, and can even
Good
wipe people
God.
from existence with a single word.
It might not seem obvious from that hokey magic castle getup, but Zatanna is one of the most powerful sorcerers in DC. Like the time she battled the Time Tailor Zor, an old enemy of the Spectre.
He looks like an
You know,
evil
the
Abraham
angel
Lincoln.
of God's divine wrath.
In order to defeat an opponent of such unimaginable
Is that
power,
Dr.
Zatanna
Doom?
focused her magical might into shattering the boundaries of reality.
Jeez, they are
Reached
getting
out beyond
really,
the very
really
confines
horny with this.
themselves and pulled Zor's entire
These
magic
drawings.
universe
Oh my
down around
God.
him. She literally handled all of reality like it was a
What
sheet
the
of paper and crumpled
A
it in her
fishnet
hands.
top.
That might seem completely incomprehensibly impossible to us, but it's all a matter of belief. Literally. As long as Zatanna believes she can do something with her magic, she'll do it.
As she puts it, her magic is essentially asserting one reality, then replacing it with another. This is similar to other magical characters like Dr. Fate and Green Lantern, whose powers have been stated to work the exact same way.
But it's not like any rando can do magic by wishing on a star. Zatanna is genetically predisposed to this kind of magical reality warping. Her mom was in actuality a Homo Magi, a subrace of humans that are naturally adept at magic.
So it's no wonder
Subrace?
Zatanna became an invaluable member of both the Justice League of America and Justice League Dark.
Oh, that was a
The Shadow
great,
the Hedgehog
great
version,
cartoon.
basically.
Zatanna harnessed an
Movie.
entire year's worth of sunlight into a single energy blast.
Looks like
created
Wolverine,
ruptures across
Femme
all of
Wolverine
space and
over
time
there.
throughout the DC multiverse, and has even claimed she's as powerful as Superman himself.
Oh,
Pre-Crisis
okay.
Superman,
Yeah,
in
well,
case
yeah,
you were wondering.
yeah,
Her
uh-huh,
only limit
mhm.
is her imagination and will.
Zatanna
In fact,
versus
her power
Goku.
speaking is
Let's
mostly
do
a
it.
Stagecraft tradition meant to boost her concentration.
In a pinch, she can cast a spell with a single thought, and I doubt anyone's winning a quick draw with her. She's matched superheroes like Martian Manhunter, who's scanned every mind on Earth in a blank instant. Or how about Dr. Fate, whose magic traveled across the universe at the completely immeasurable velocity of God.
Zatanna has set up countless reality-shattering threats.
That's
like the
fast.
Hybrid Upside-down Man,
Get in church,
the
y'all.
Imperial
Get in
Darkness,
church.
That is evil incarnate, and the void beyond creation, Prolaya.
This shadow goop lady ate all of DC Comics, all of creation, everything. Gods, demons, rabbits, and spandex,
Jeez.
everything.
Spandex.
And Zatanna's magic was strong enough to hold her back.
And then, after secretly implanting Swamp Thing inside Prolaya, she weaved the spell within him to literally regrow all of
Swamp Thing
reality
going
back
in for the team.
Zatanna tricked a being,
Planting
older
that
than
seed.
God, and then blew her ass up from the inside with a whole new omniverse. Abraca goddamn Dabra.
Such is the almighty power of Zatanna's will. Should it falter though, or should her focus be disrupted, it could all come crashing down like a house of cards. Belief is a fragile thing after all, and her powers were weakened for a time after she lost belief in herself.
I'm telling you, get in
And
church.
she's definitely got one big weak point. She's a huge daddy's girl.
Despite her amazing career, she has struggled within herself to live up to her father's legacy, especially after his heroic death.
And this MFer has died a lot of times. So Z's therapy can't be cheap, especially after dating John Constantine. Oh, I can
God.
just smell the lager and self-loathing from here. No, oh wait, that's me.
Questionable romance aside, Zatanna is a consummate professional raised on one singular principle. The show must go on, and she'll always finish strong with a standing ovation. All right,
I bet she
Star is
finishes
set.
strong.
We've run the data through all
Okay.
possibilities.
It's time for a
All right.
death battle
That's a better picture right there.
with
Okay.
Magic.
Way better.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And for my
Here we
first
go.
trick, step on this is open.
What the shit?
Ta-da! You 2-bit sorceress do you think you are? 2-bit?
She's at least 16-bit.
Perhaps I was being generous.
Oh, this is gonna be a slaughter, isn't it?
Part of the show, folks.
Oh God! Oh, are they all cards? Superman? Oh, dude. Okay, now that's fucked up.
I'd say this calls for an Avenger.
Okay. No. I don't think that's gonna work. It's Superman. And I love the Hulk, but it's Superman. Now that might be a better fight. Thor there. A little bit better.
Between you and I.
Okay. It's very cocky.
Well, I think the difference is presentation.
Yes, me too. A very, very good presentation.
I know a trick when I see one.
Okay, did you just reach through my fucking television? Oh, this fight's dope, man.
Universes. You can't run forever. Now make like a magician and disappear.
Really? Those are universes. Are they really universes? Are you just destroying universes? Okay, and that's why you're like the yang to the yin that is the Phoenix Force. Oh my God.
A disappearing act was the first thing Dad ever taught me. And for my final trick,
All that speaking backwards messes with me. No more witches.
and that's our show.
Holy shit. Okay.
KO! Now that's a magic trick that's to die for.
I can't wait to hear
Analyzing
this.
This matchup was like walking on a tightrope. It could fall either way at any point.
Because at the end of the day, both these ladies could do basically anything with their magic. All they had to do was think and shit would happen. They were totally even. At her peak, Wanda was able to threaten the stability of all creation.
And at Zatanna's best, she was able to hold back Prolaya, who could do the exact same thing. And despite some differences, the omniversal cosmologies of Marvel and DC Comics are roughly equivalent in size and scope. All that was left for us to look at was their weaknesses.
While both were as powerful as one another, Wanda needed to tap into the life force to reach that pinnacle, and doing so threatened her sanity.
Let's take a closer look at the events surrounding House of M, where Wanda's powers were at their maximum.
Despite admitting that she was way stronger, Doctor Strange managed to get the best of Wanda with a cool head and a spell that briefly knocked her out cold.
His wits against her mental instability were enough to turn the tide.
To be clear, this instability definitely wouldn't affect her power. She was still strong enough to create a completely new alternate
I can't believe
reality
Zatanna
and then
won
erase
this.
it just as easily. What it would do is leave her open.
Also, take her No More Mutant spell. As insanely powerful as it was to affect the whole of Marvel's creation, it wasn't entirely successful. There was still a tiny portion of Earth's mutant population left unaffected, likely due to interference from Strange and Emma Frost.
Against Zatanna, who is just as strong and not losing her mind, she wouldn't be able to afford that kind of lapse, even for an instant.
On the other hand, Zatanna has managed to maintain her willpower fighting foes just as strong as the Scarlet Witch, so she didn't have the same kind of exploitable weakness.
Walking on
And
planets.
remember, she doesn't actually need to say her spells backwards.
It helps with her concentration, but all her spells come from her mental impulses, just like Wanda. She's consistently pulled off non-verbal spells in the past, even against beings as strong as Prolaya.
In the end, Z definitely had enough experience fighting smart and keeping on her toes to hang with Wanda long enough to get in a finishing blow.
While there were definitely versions of this battle that could have ended with Wanda victorious, Zatanna's cooler head and effortless magic allowed her to prevail.
I guess you could say Wanda never saw it coming, and Zatanna maxim offed her.
The winner is Zatanna.
These puns will never end.
Death Battle is back, and we've launched a
was a
brand new
damn good
membership
fight.
program for our
Holy
YouTube
shit.
channel. By directly supporting our team, you'll get unique emotes, badges, and additional content, and a bunch more. Click that join button to see more info, and thanks so much for watching.
Who's next? Oh, hell yeah. Joseph versus... Are you serious? Or Jonathan. Jonathan versus Tanjiro? Sorry. I know. Hey, don't look at me like that. Don't you be judging me. I know my JoJo, okay? I know my JoJo. I finished JoJolion, and damn it, and I'm still waiting on Stone Ocean to finish Netflix, okay? Don't you look at me like that. I knew it was Jonathan the whole time and not Joseph, okay? So yeah, back off. All right, I can't wait for that. That's going to be epic. That's going to be like the Kenshiro versus Jotaro fight for me. That's going to be amazing. And plus I've been huge into Demon Slayer. Oh my god, Demon Slayer kicks ass. It is such a good anime. I need to find a freaking decent enough poster. Oh wait, I think I do have one, but I'll hang it up next time, you know. That'll be way better. You know, at least more in line with that. Wish I had a JoJo poster. Anyways, today's battle, really good. I kind of feel like Jonathan versus Tanjiro kind of stole the show from it a little bit because it's a hell of a fight. I am super glad Zatanna won. I'm still very confused on how she won and why Wanda didn't win when she could just wish things away like a genie or something. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, very well animated. I loved it. The music fit so perfectly. The voice acting was great, although I think Wanda's voice actor, it was a little bit much with the accent, but that's all I'm going to say. I think they did a good job overall. I really do. This is not a review, of course. It's a reaction, but you know, I got to tell you how I feel about things. You know, if you guys don't feel the same way, that's cool. I'm probably 100% wrong. It's just the way I felt about it, you know. But anyways, I'm SpectralStar. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please check out my gaming videos, my other Death Battle reactions, and I'll see you guys next time for Jonathan versus Tanjiro. See you later. Bye.